Hi, today we're gonna speaking about how to deal with a wife when she withholds intimacy from you. That's a difficult one because it's many variables. Let's dig deep. So let's say if she's bossy, if she's the one that makes decisions, is she the one that brings money or she's a breadwinner in the house? Because a lot, it starts from here, but also are you the one that contributing what you have to contribute in a relationship? As I already tell in my other videos, in almost every video, because that's life, what life is. There are not many things that really you need to read a lot of books to make relationship work. But let's see whether you have no stones left in your garden. Are you kind to her? Are you helpful on a daily basis? Are you washing dishes, floor, whatever it's needed to be done, looking after children? Are you helpful? Or you just like putting all weight on her? I already talked about this issue in the previous video somewhere, but it's always some kind of one or two thoughts could be like mixed up differently. And all you need to know is like sometimes you might know information like reading the Bible. Everybody when reads Christians read the Bible, they know like might very well the story. But even though reading over and over again, that's how people get revelations, light bulb moments. Therefore, more you listen to my videos, you will understand the core message in the videos, that your value system and being kind, caring, loving, giving, sympathetic. If you have that, your life will be sorted in relationship. You will never have hassle because no woman will slip and make a mess of your mind. But because somebody commented and said, all your videos, I watched 3 videos and all more or less the same information. The core message, yes, but in every message there is a twist, and that's all you need to know, because the views are very low on the videos, but even though if would be high, it's still somebody never heard this message. Therefore, what I'm teaching and sharing here is that something in you would settle your values, that you would become like, you will never lose your frame in a relationship. You already become that person with these values. So it's not overnight you get them. It takes time to settle in them, but once you're very clear with them and you're living by them, that's it. Your life will be very peaceful in relationship, and the girl that will blend with your values, you know she's gonna be the one, because she respects you, and because how you treat her and how you deal in life with things, she will see that she wants to be with you. So she will see you as an alpha male, as the one that she can hide behind and be protected and loved and cared for and everything. So right, let's go back to about the intimacy. If you are not the one in the family that making decisions, but your wife is a breadwinner and she is more or less making decisions, which is in England very common issue, that the woman is the boss in the house, and men muppets, like weak men, and they just give in. They even don't get sex when they want. They have to wait. They have to wank, and that's why I'll tell you what to do in that instance. So it depends whether how many years you live together. Do you argue often? Is she the one that, as I say, makes decisions? So if, because I remember colleagues at work used to come, and the ones I used to talk to, they would say the their partner, wife or lass, like, don't give enough. But whose problem? It's not the woman's problem, it's a man's problem. I never had a problem with that, and never will. um, I'm not looking for a relationship. I chose a solo life. I'm really happy, and if I need sex, I have it. That's the thing. But you might say, why are you teaching us? Because what I learned, it gives me a peaceful life, but also every time I encounter a woman, they're ecstatic. Some of them don't agree, but the ones that agree, even though I would not go with them, but they appreciate and they see that the man is strong in his values. They see them as at me like an alpha male, because I don't bend under anything, but I treat him with respect. So women attracted to a man like this. So therefore, if, for example, you in a relationship, you have children, you have house, possessions, and you live for so many years, you argue. Do you know, if you argue with her, you already became a tail. As somebody says, like Rich Cooper, I think it says. Rich Cooper, he runs his YouTube channel basically on helping men to be alpha males, and helping them to recognize women, all these red flags and everything. He wrote a book on that, and I totally support his view, and what he's saying. Everything is on point, because today he is in a relationship, but he's not married, and I don't think so. He lives together. He visits her. They in a relationship, but they don't live together. So that's another thing. We're talking about what to do. You see, if you not the guy is not the man in the house, and she's the man in the house, you can't do much. If you change your frame and you want to be alpha, you will lose relationship, because she will not take that shit from you, that one day you wake up and say, from today I'm taking you, and that is it. It could be a lot of at stake, but it's your own fault that you got into that type of relationship, and now you're struggling, and a lot of men struggling. You are not alone in that. You're not alone. And if she, I remember one client. He said before, when he divorced her, he said he used to be a housewife and she used to be a breadwinner, and the last straw was for him when the rubbish was lying on the floor, and she stepped over, sort of like he must to pick it up, and he said that was it. Yeah, that was it. So he was running like what do you call it, allotment and growing vegetables or whatever. I felt like trying to approve himself. But now he's divorced, he's back in office, got the same job with a higher wage, and obviously I don't know how well he's doing, but I'm pretty sure he's doing okay. He was looking after himself. He was playing basketball, keeping fit himself. So he definitely will find a wife, not a wife, a woman to be with. But he hasn't got mentality of an alpha. So maybe he will learn from his mistakes and gets a better version. But it's still gonna be more or less over the years, just probably the same. Slowly, gradually goes to where all British couples are. There are nice, happy families, and very few where a man is alpha in the family and a decision maker, breadwinner. A woman also works, but she just happily submits unto her husband or partner, and they get on very well, because there is somebody overlooking a relationship, which is a man. That's how God instructed, created the family. The man must overlook, make sure that the atmosphere is good, that the wife looked after and cared for and everything, and children brought up the right way, because he's the one passes wisdom and teaching them and grounding them. That's not a woman's job. She can help, she can look after them, but a man makes influence over children. So again, so what we're doing, like regarding if your wife or partner doesn't give you, well, the question is, are you satisfying her in sex? You might finishing 5 times, but did she finish once? Because if she's not finishing, it's becoming a burden to her. You need to understand that. Or maybe you're licking half an hour. That's funny. You may be licking half an hour and she had enough. I had one colleague, he told me he licks half an hour or something, so his wife wouldn't give him enough sex. And he hasn't got power to take it when he wants it because he's a tail. He's not the decision maker. She runs the house. And that's all it is. So in that sense, you really don't have much. If you don't lick half an hour, if you satisfy her and she experiences orgasm, now if you're helpful, if you're kind, if you're giving, if you're sympathetic, which most likely you're not. Sometimes you say here and there no because you're offended, because you have a grudge now because she told you no. I know how it works. That's all it is. Daily life is not many things. It's very easy to figure out what's happening. First thing, she doesn't respect you. She doesn't respect you, and that means doesn't love you. What she says she loves you is just bullshit. Take that love in a bin, in a toilet, and flush it. Very simply. If you do your part, what I told you, you're nice, caring, giving, loving, and you really don't say no, and she still refuses, then you must tell her this way. But you must understand there are gonna be consequences with that when you do this. You might lose the family, or you cope the way it is. As more life goes on and older you get, you more and more often will be drifting to having infidelity. Because you want sex and you're not getting it. And especially if somebody wants you at work. Or somehow you bump in the shop to a nice woman and you just liked each other. Just at looking, in just one moment you just liked each other. And by somehow magic you started to talk, and then next thing you know you're already sleeping with her. So in that instant you decide for yourself, do you really want be alpha and tell her, look, this is not gonna work. I'm helpful, nice, kind to you, caring. I'll take you anytime I want. Somebody told me, how can you take anytime you want? She might not want it. Well, if she doesn't want, she shouldn't be in a relationship. That's simple as that. There are responsibilities in relationship, and that's how you speak. If you don't want sex, we divorce. Simple as that. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how successful you are. If your woman doesn't give sex after you've done everything you're supposed to do, nice, kind, loving, caring, giving, and she says still no, you tell her what's waiting for her. You're divorcing her. And let her make up her mind. I tell her, this is the first warning. I will not tell you 10 times. Second one will be the last one. On the third one, I'm out from here. I'm telling you today. And she might get ecstatic and say, and F off, and you go now. And you can ask. I'm telling you, it might cost you a relationship. You need to really carefully consider, what do you want? If you sort of happy to live like that, don't make a problem. Just wank, go around the corner and wank. And stay quiet, or get a bitch and just enjoy on the side. But she sooner or later will catch you. And then she will divorce you. And then you probably will lose more. So, without blood, most likely you will not get away. If she is running the house, you have no chance. The only chance you have is just divorcing, telling her, if she's refusing, explaining to her your point, what I'm saying. Look, I'm nice and kind to you. I really love and I really want to be with you. But I need sex. I don't want to go on the side to look for someone. If you're refusing, I know you don't want. But how come that you say love me and you don't want to make love with me? That's a bullshit. Don't tell me bullshit. Don't want sex, that means it's over. There is no love here. Speak bluntly. Don't buy this bullshit. I had a girlfriend when over the phone she would tell me, oh, I miss you, you are the only one. 5 minutes she's going to bed, she's tired. And my mind is going berserk. No, she didn't love, she was shagging somebody else. I already told in another videos. Therefore, if she doesn't want to make love with you, she clearly doesn't love you. And most women doesn't love men that they are with. And a lot of men don't contribute as they should as well. So that's as well part of their problem. But if you remove your part and you become faultless on your side, and she's still refusing sex, you only have two options. Either you accept that shit and live with it, or you literally tell her how it is. And if she doesn't agree, tell her, stick that love in her ass, or go to toilet, put in a toilet and flush it. I don't give a fuck about that love. That's as simple as that. Because I'm telling you, she doesn't love you if she doesn't want to satisfy. She doesn't respect you if she doesn't take care of your needs, or if she takes care only when she feels like. That's not love. That's selfishness. That's convenience. You shouldn't be putting up with that shit. When you're buying the nice, you bought nice car, you buying nice clothes for her, you're taking care of her, you're speaking nice, you're doing that, you're cuddling her, you're helping her on a daily basis in the house with all the household things. You're looking after children, and she still doesn't give you? Come on, man. You have to be better than that. You can't be a muppet and suffer all your life. You're stressed. You want a fuck and you can't get it. Get a grip of yourself. Have balls and tell her how it is. Either I'm having it or I'm out. I'm out from here. And she says, yeah, I will divorce you. Because she doesn't love you. She doesn't want to heal relations. She doesn't want to take care of your needs. If she would love you, you would not have a problem. But the problem was you started from the very beginning in the wrong way. Because you just went like a muppet. You just melted. You were pissing your pants just looking at her. And she did what she wanted. And she thought that's how the way it is. Wow, why not? I can piss on his head, do what I want, and he still loves me. And then you don't get sex and you're frustrated. You go watch porno. So that's porn. That's why you need to decide for yourself how far you're gonna go with this, and how far. If you don't want to change anything, just shut your mouth and just do what she says. And if she doesn't want to make sex, just ask, hey, sweetheart, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like me to get takeaways or whatever? Just make her fat and ugly. There's a lot of British men just have that. They don't care how his woman looks like. He's slim and she's like 5 times bigger than him. They don't think that it affects health. They don't think about anything. They have no brains. And then when something wrong goes with their health, oh, I'm not well, I'm asthmatic, I'm this, I'm that, and the other. Look how children brought up here in England. They little in winter. They have no gloves, no hat, and the parent warmly dressed, and you're thinking, how come is this? A man dressed warm, he's got coat, he's got gloves, and the child, red nose, the snot's dripping, and running, the nose running, the hands are red, no hat, and you're thinking, that's no wonder this country has so many sick people here. Therefore, become a man, and you decide how it will. Watch my other videos and learn about the value system, and implement that in your life, and become a man of respect. You respect yourself. It doesn't matter whether people will respect you, but when you apply good values, you live by them, people will respect you, because you're not a muppet, you're not a knob, You're a nice person, you're a kind person, you're giving, you're a caring person. Therefore, decide for yourself what you're gonna do. There's many variables here. I would need to know your situation in depth. What's her position? But rough guide I'm giving you. So, as I say, you need to decide. I hope this video is helping you a little bit to understand more your situation and what options do you have, which not many options. So good luck with that. And don't forget, if you like the video, press like button and subscribe. Okay? Because next video will continue to help you to grow and become stronger and more mature and settled in your values and become and never lose your frame with a woman. Never ever. Therefore, you will love yourself and people will admire you for being so strong and immovable as a man.